Yo, what's going on? What's going on, y'all? It's BP. It's BP back here with another video today, y'all. I'm back with another video. Uh, Today I want to pretty much talk about, man. It's been on my mind for a little minute. I want to talk about like pretty much how do people really feel about with these newer model trucks for real. I know I did a video recently, well, quite some time ago. Based upon the manual and having like manual or automatic. I just want to really get, you all opinion on how y'all feel about newer model trucks with all these sensors. And also, like, how does that affect you? I'm gonna make it like a little series. How does it really, like affect you all, like driving, like having to stop and do like regens with the DEF system, and like say if a sensor go bad, it might throw off your computer where you can't like, get the truck to boot up and do what you needed to do out here, when you moving and grooving, and we all, fighting the ELDs or whatnot. I just want to really get, people perspective on that. I got a couple friends that run a lot of newer model trucks. My truck is like pre-emission. Uh, I don't really have to deal with like death or nothing like that. But I just be hearing a lot of, horror stories, like, even them, whether, I got a couple guys that's on the company side, and I got a couple friends that, got their own truck on their own doing it, with the death. And they be saying like, you know, after so many hundreds of miles, you got to do a regen. Sometimes you can't do the rolling regen. The button don't be working, and they have to pull over and regen the truck for an hour or two. Sometimes it just won't regen. It'll throw a check engine light, and then it'll reduce your speed. I just really want to get, your all feedback on that. Like, if you're an employer, even if you're a guy that got your own truck with the regen system, man, how you doing? Like right now, we all fighting the gas prices being like ridiculous right now. And, I just want to know, like, are y'all, doing pretty well still with, like the newer model trucks, even under warranty? Like a lot of guys, you'll have a warranty, but they'll put a lot of fine print and stuff. I got a buddy, man, he going through that right now. Like a lot of fine print they put in the warranty with it, where you'll take your truck, man, your truck will end up sitting for months, even though they give you a rental. Man, I got one guy, he been out of his truck for like 4 months, man. Still, he's still running, they covering the rental and stuff, but he's still making payments on his truck he ain't had in like 4 months. So I just want to know, like, how y'all, how is that really affecting you all doing y'all job? Is it affecting y'all, like, if you're a guy that run the road, like getting back your home time, how your home time looking with that, like, I really would like to get input on that. Like I say, more so on my side, I try to typically stay away from that on both of my trucks, and any truck moving forward, I look for straight period mention. If I got to pay a lot, you know, if it's 10, 20 over to save me the headache, I'd rather spend that 10, 20 over and give me an older, older model truck. That way I ain't got to worry about, getting raped at the dealer, if that makes sense to you. Like, dealerships are, totally different than you going to like a regular shop out here dealing with somebody at a shop. I heard they prices be so absurd. I don't go to the dealer for anything other than like picking up a part to take to my local shop to put on my truck. Like, I'm not forced to go there. Like, they can go right into my ECM, do everything they need to do. And that's another thing. A lot of these new trucks, a lot of shops can't work on if they don't have the software to work on that truck. That's another, cost and pay to play thing. But it's going back to like what I just said. If I'm gonna spend an extra 10 to 20 more on something older with less headache in the long run, that's just like how I feel with it. I'd rather spend that money up front to save me money on the back end, if that makes sense. But like I say, if you're a company guy and you run and you really don't have a choice or an option in it, you forced to, go in a newer model truck, you thinking you good, all peaches and cream, and that company is not taking care of that unit the right way, do that really affect you getting back home? That's like a real question I want to know. Like, if you're a guy that run out 5 days, on your fourth day when you're trying to make it back, does that truck affect you getting back home? Just a real question I want to ask with you all. I'm tapping in with y'all on, a weekend pretty much, to try to see. And I'm gonna make this kind of a series, based upon my input. And like I said, I got a couple guys that do it. So I'm going to keep doing this as like a little series, you know, make a couple of videos on it. But I just want to scratch the surface and really see, you know, tap in with you guys and, you know, go from there with it, you know. If there's something that I should keep going and I should scrap it, you know, scrap it, the conversation at all, drop it in the comment section, man. Comment, like, share. I'm trying to go up, man. Just, you know, I'm trying to tap in with you all. Completely transparent question. I just really want to know, like, would you rather go older like me? Would you rather go newer? Reasons why. Things like that, man. But I'm not going to hold y'all too long. I'll be back again with another video on this. I don't know if I'm going to do it in the truck or outside, back at home. Depends. But I'm going to be back with a follow-up video on this topic. But, you know, once again, you know, I appreciate you all for tapping into my video. If you could, like, subscribe, and share my video. And, man, stick around. I just do truck talk. I'm coming from a real truck driver. I've been doing this 11 years now on my own, man. So I'm just here. Y'all here. I appreciate y'all once again. Y'all be safe out there on the road, man. I'll tap back in with y'all on Monday, man. God bless. Y'all stay safe out here. BP channel with another.